again, guys. So I'm just now in Place Adair Park, making my way back to the hotel. Again, it's been another really mellow afternoon here, and it's just reminding me of the importance of slowing down. And through slowing down, I've managed to actually get a lot of insight into what I want to do next within my life, and I'm starting to realise more and more that the breakthroughs in our life come from that clarity and that activation energy. They come from life force energy, and I'm starting to see that more and more, and being on this trip has really affirmed that for me. You know, anything you want to do in life, it comes from a place of vibrant life force energy. So let's say you want to be a musician. Well, the best way you can do it is making sure that you're feeling like your best self, and that you're healthy, and that you're well rested, and that you've got a lot of energy and inspiration, because that's going to shine through in the music, and that's going to come through in how you perform. Say you want to be an engineer and you want to check the structural integrity of a bridge, or find a way to make structures safer. Well, it's going to help if you've got that clarity of mind, so that you can make the right decisions, so that you can be sure that you're doing things precisely and getting things right. And that only comes from having some time out. And it all takes energy. And I know that's such a cliche, and it's so obvious that everything in life takes energy. But I think we often forget that. I really feel like people think of life in a systematic way sometimes. And they think, okay, in the three-dimensional and the physical, I need to get to this place. You know, I want to do a master's in so-and-so, you know, study a degree, do an apprenticeship. And they think, right, how do I get there? The thing that happens is, often we can get so fixated on the goal itself that we're not thinking about the why, or the how we're going to get there, or the actual recipe required. And I think because of that, we often sell ourselves short of what we can really achieve, and we often slow down the process or hinder the process because we're just trying to achieve it on gas, just on vapour. But the real truth is that we need to take times out. It's funny, I'm starting to speak like I'm from Spain. We need to take time out, because that gives us the energy to then progress with what it is we want to do. And I'm always reminded of that every time I come on holiday, every time I have a break, I'm reminded of the importance of actually taking a pause, because it gives you a chance to take stock and get clarity on what you want to do next. Because maybe you can relate, you know, give us a like if you can relate. How many times have you achieved something in life, or made it to that particular place that you wanted to be, and then when you got there, it came to light that you just didn't feel like it, you didn't have the energy, or the moment was gone, the thrill was gone. And maybe a part of that is to do with the fact that we set ourselves up to fail in some ways. We set ourselves up in these situations where we're not ready for it, and we haven't thought about the actual process of it and how we're going to achieve it. So it's just a friendly reminder of the importance of slowing down and giving ourselves a break, because the thing is, guys, is from doing that, we'll have the energy and the inspiration, we'll feel refreshed, because life really isn't that complicated, and I think often we try and do it all, and that's something I've been realising more and more. And the reason I say that is because I started seeing that in the world of design, when I was just so obsessed with finding a job in the industry, that when I got there, I realised that I'd almost burnt out, that I wasn't able to perform, I wasn't able to do the job. So it's like being an athlete. You know, it is being an athlete. Everything in life has that athletic quality to it. You know, we've got to be sure that we have the energy and we're able to sustain this performance so that we can do it. And the only way we can do that is by taking a break and giving ourselves a chance to recharge. And then we can come back, and then we can be Ella Eyre. Then we can come back and be, Charlie Wilson, Busted, Damon Albarn. Then we can come back and be Ronaldo. But the only way you can do it is if you anchor your life and you give yourself a break and get clarity on what it is you want to do. And then just focus on it. It's not going to be easy. I'm realising that more and more, and this is what people don't realise. People watch, you watch each other's lives. So much for trying to be quiet coming in. We watch each other's lives. And I think we just presume that people have it all, like they just wake up in that situation. Even like, and I hate the word influencer, but even like influencers that you may see, it looks like they just wear those brilliant clothes and they're living that life. But I'm sure there was a process to it. I'm sure they had to do lots of small jobs and things to gain, that money from those affiliate marketing schemes. So what I'm saying, the point I'm trying to make is that everything takes time, it takes a process. And I think often we watch each other's lives. I'm just really thankful for where I am today. And I'm still living a very humble life. I'm not splashing out. I'm not driving a Porsche along the promenade. I'm not splashing out loads of money in expensive restaurants. I really think about where I'm going to go. I'm thinking, 28 euros, 24 euros for a steak. I don't know, there's that other one that's 16. What about that other place where you can get a meal for 7 euros? I still think like that. And I think I'll always think like that. But the point I'm trying to make is, I'm thankful for where I am. And often, I think in life, we probably look at others' lives and we think, how do they get there? And this is the point I'm trying to make. And I'll keep going around in circles, but the point I'm trying to make is the daily practice that people do. I think people don't see that. And I'm not sure that people see that in my life, because sometimes, guys, I'll be completely honest with you, I sometimes feel like it'd just be easier just to veg out, eat some lovely cheesy nachos and just, so I mean, just bask in it. But I don't. And that's why I'm in the kitchen night and morning, planning my meals, making those packed lunches. Don't get me wrong. I don't have to go for a 10-kilometre jog every morning. You know what I mean? Be in the gym, pushing myself beyond failure, beyond buckling. But I have to be consistent, and I'm consistent as much as I can be. And the thing is, I know that I'm doing more than I probably need to, but also I know that I'm doing everything I can. And what I'm saying is, it's just a lifestyle. It's a daily practice, eating well, and it gets to the point you achieve those things. You're like, well, man, I want to share this with someone, and now I am sharing with people, and I'm thankful for the people that I've met on this acting course. What I'm saying is, to get where I am today, and I'm not saying I've made it, all this stuff, but to do trips like this and to give myself this time out, I wasn't always able to do this. I remember many years ago I was in Paris, and I was at an Irish bar, and I got chatting to this really nice Australian chap. He must have been in his late 50s. And he said, "Oh, young man, what are you doing here? What brings you to Paris?" And I said, "Oh, I'm on a little gap between my career. I'm having a little break, and I'm trying to find what to do next. I really want to move into education." And I remember he said to me, "Oh, good luck with that, son." And I thought, man, thank you for that. That really made a difference in the midst of that transition that people didn't really see. My close friends saw it, selling things, doing what I could, making that transition to a career that I didn't enjoy to somewhere where I'm really happy. And my point is that it hasn't always been peaches and cream. And there's been a lot of hard work to get here. I think people don't see that. I've not had it easy. It hasn't just landed on my lap. I worked in kitchens. Where are my friends from college at? You hear me in the back. I know you're probably doing the gardening or maybe in the kitchen. For those of you in the spare room, you know what I'm talking about. We worked in those restaurants when we were 15 years old. We worked in those supermarkets. We did those part-time jobs when we had full-time education. We worked the full-time jobs. We had part-time side hustles. It's always happened. That's why I've got these wrinkles here. This isn't just from concentrating and looking at the sun. This is from drawing those axonometric staircases. This is from listening to customers and trying to be of service. This is from helping out that kid that was going through a mental breakdown. This is sitting with that young girl because she was crying. This is running after a student because they're about to bolt it out of college. These are my stripes, man. You know, these white hairs in my beard that I occasionally trim, because I'll make the decision when it's time to have white hairs in my beard. You know, I'll tell the world when that's time. But these, 3 or 4 white hairs that pop up around here, this is because I've put the work in. You know, all the times I've pulled muscles here, all the times I had a chesty cough, all the times my elbows hurt, my legs hurt, I crawled up the stairs, oh, you're so skinny. Yes, because I'm always on the go. One day you'll see me and maybe I'll put on a bit of meat. That's when you know I've really made it, because I don't have to be running around doing all the donkey work. Am I making myself make any sense? And we all have to work hard. But that's why it's important to have these breaks. Anyway, I've gone exceptionally off tangent. My point is that from that space, we can do those things. Yeah, we all work hard. So even more reason to allow ourselves the time to do those things that we really enjoy. And it's from that place that we can achieve great things. That's where clarity comes in. And I think it's from that place that the inspiration happens, we get things done. But it's not about me, it's not just about me, it's about you guys as well. And it's about you guys being able to live this amazing life that you want to live. Yeah, man. It really is. It really is about, finding that thing that you want to achieve.